Yes, we are back. Back again in Train Sim Classic. Back again to continue this quest, this madness, this adventure, this... There's another word in there somewhere. Where after completing a journey previously of going from Penzance to Mallaig, we decided to turn around... Well, I decided to turn around and go back again. Where last time we went from Roy Bridge to... Well, we got to here, which is Arrochar and Tarbet. After here, it slightly fell off the track. I think there was an issue with the track somewhere. So starting from here, because this is the last station we stopped at, going to make our way to Upper Helensburgh, or Helensburgh Upper, then going to go on to Glasgow, and then see if we can also get to Edinburgh. Who knows? If you're watching this on the YouTube, then hello indeed. This going out on a Wednesday. There's other things on other days. That's that done. There'll be links in the description below to where you can get the route thing for the train sim. Also a link down there to where you can watch this madness live, because apparently it is. And there'll be a link down there to Discord server everyone hates. So that's all down there below. So yes, good evening to people. Greg, Trent, Dorset, CN, Greg, CN, Greg, Crispy and Greg. I think Greg appears a lot of times there. So yes, so 17 miles from the upper Helensburgh of the uppers. We'll open some doors just in case some people want to get on. And then we'll continue on. I thought I'd use the same train for consistency. I've changed the number on the front though, because I couldn't remember what it was on the last train. And quite frankly, I couldn't be bothered to look. So, you know, that's the thing. We will wait for the last passenger to get on the train and then we shall depart. There we go. Oh, that's not looking the right way. Right, release the braking. And off we go. So yeah, last time we left here at speed, I think is the only way to describe it. So we're taking things a little bit slowly, and we'll stick with this same train all the way down to Glasgow, and then we'll switch to to another train. You sparked a watch streak. It just proves you have no life. Right, 35 with the limit. Don't go over 40. I've tried. Oh, the train. This, by the way, the train that we're going to be using for the Easter special. That apparently, because of union disagreement currently, it's just going to be me for the Easter special. So that'll be quite interesting for like 8 or 9 hours. I can ban you, Crispy. And I was nice to you as well today. I'm going to take that back. Right, let's make our way onwards. Oh, it does sound good. You can't take it back, it's been said. Well, it won't happen again. That was a one-time only thing. So yeah, so we're 17 miles, or 16 and some miles. We're a distance from Helensburgh Upper. We'll have to switch to the other route thing to get ourselves into Glasgow. I do appreciate the fact that we're going to be coming into Glasgow at the wrong point, so we're going to have to go back to Edinburgh, because we're coming into Glasgow, the Glasgow one that isn't the one that we have to come into to go somewhere else. Does that make sense? It might make it. No, probably not. This one brings us into Glasgow Central. In order to get down to Penzance, without going back to Edinburgh, we don't want to be going into Glasgow Central. But I've got no choice other than to go into Glasgow Central. Queen Street. I knew what I meant. Okay, so we don't want... Oh, bugger, I meant to press the wrong one. Hang on. I meant to press that one. So we go to Glasgow. Well, that's the eventual aim. But we, the upper Helensburgh, the Helensburgh upper, whatever, the Helen place, is bringing us into a different... it's the wrong place in Glasgow. So we're going to have to go to Edinburgh, because that's the law. Who's Helen? Roy's brother. I don't care how we get there, I just want to get there. What? Edinburgh? Or Glasgow? Well, Penzance is my, actual aim. Hang on, here's the thing. Okay, an idea's just gone ping. So if Easter, I'm doing the the one going from the Paddington to the Penzance in the 205, which means I've got until the time, the day, the one before the Easters to get to Paddington. That just occurred to me, and it's what? That's 4 weeks. 5 weeks. It's some weeks away. No one's got this far on YouTube, and I'm confused. Can I type it in the comments? Right, so we mustn't go with the flat out speed like we did last time. We've just got to do the gently, slowly speed, otherwise we'll fall off. We've got to be careful actually, because there was definitely a problem with the line that made us do the falling off thing last time. It does sound so good. Apparently EA wants to restart. Probably. Everything wants to restart. Right. So watch out for broken track ahead, because otherwise we'll fall off again. Because that was the only factor that made us, do the falling off thing. Oh, that sounds good. Broken track. There was last time. I was just going along, doing line speed, and the track broke and I fell off. So we need to be careful, because there's a good chance that I might fall off again. Hi, Simhub. It wasn't points. Oh, in that case, the points were broken then. That's what it was. It was definitely that the points were broken. I was doing line speed. There was no proof that I wasn't. Oh, I'm really, really liking this train. The audio is quite, well, it's audio-y. And that's a word. You don't need to look it up. Trust me, it's a word. No, the clip of me flying off the track. Well, the points broke. I was doing line speed through the points. The points broke, and it threw me off quite fiercely. You'd think that I was actually going faster than I was, but I wasn't. No. The speedo broke. There's a problem with the speedo. The speedo is showing the incorrect speed. That's what it was. How did the points break? I don't know. They just break. Things fatigue. They wore out. Okay, we've got a 15 of the limits of the speed of the thing coming up round here. If I could see, why can't the corner be the other way? Yes, my EA app wants to restart. Go away. Slowly. Slowly, yeah. Restart my app. I'm not doing that. That's 7 in the next 10 minutes. Well, it's not going to restart the computer, is it? It's going to restart the app. Oh, that's smoky. Oh, it's a shame when you do these. Obviously, it's not just me on the track, but shame that the other trains don't, you know, do the moving thing. 29 is nearly a year. Is this a bit where I fell off? Or is it a bit further? I think it might be a bit further down the track. So we have to do the slow me down thing for that. Well, that repeated itself. 29 of the months. That is nearly a year. Thank you very much, SimHub. That's a long time. You should really seek, you know, all sorts of medical attention. Right, onwards. We're 12 miles from Helensburgh. You know, the place. You've been here since COVID. Yeah, a few idiots joined. I mean, lovely people joined, found us during COVID. Most of the people that were around before COVID sodded off. So we got rid of the old and got in the new. Hold the phone. I can't do that. I'm you know, trying to drive a train. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that. There you go. 2 years and 10 months. That's a long time. How's Derek and his flying? Did he come back down? Still up there. We'll have another look for him tomorrow. Well, maybe. Braking.
Hello there.
Right, less of the braking. Yes, got to be careful now. We don't do the speedy thing, because this is where it all started to go wrong last time. I think I think I just did the speedy thing, and then just kept. I mean, no, the points broke. Definitely the points breaking. You call him, and he shall appear. How's the words today? Words are difficult, the words today. That one. You got bored and gave up. Did I? With what? Russell appeared. Dramatic entrance. That's a noise. There was a noise. How was the worky thing? It was a hectic day today. Yeah, I think this is definitely a point where I headed towards the broken points down here. So we should definitely get to Sesame Street. No. Not to get to Sesame Street. Don't know what that came into my brain. Where are we going? Glasgow. That's the one. The Glasgow place. That we should definitely get there. Maybe. That's definitely loud. Stokey, 6 of the moths. Thank you very much. That's nearly 4 years. Why am I doing the speeding up thing now? Am I going uphill? What's going on? I'm also heading towards a point where it's no longer being the flat thing. It's going to be doing the hill in the downwards type direction thing. Also known as a hill. "10 miles to go." Why has this thing got a foghorn fitted to it? Does it go near foggy environments? Are we afraid that we're going to get hit by a ship? A negative gradient. It's the downhill. Trent. Hype train incoming. Oh God, we got to clear room on the station then. Thank you, Trent. Is that like a freight train, but it's full of hype? How do you supply hype? Does hype come in buckets? Is it sold by the ton? Do you buy it? You know, is it in liquid form? We need to know these things. 69% towards the hype train thing. That's an amount. I've got to get the Hoover out. That's not due out until Saturday. It's not a foghorn. It's a Southern Regional Standard Use horn low. They had their own horns. It's a bloody foghorn. Listen. Dean, 7 months. Thank you very much, Dean. 1 bucket of hype. Oh, it's a bucket. Is there a hole in your bucket? Well, oh, I'm speeding up. Should be slowing down. Foghorn, leghorn. I say it. That's all I can do. Slowing with the slowliness. Slowlying. Slowing. We're not going as fast as we were. Words are hard. Words. Why are there so many words? Why can't there be less words? You've got Trent's disease, or you'll get the itching soon. Wasn't there a song with a hole in with a bucket and a hole? There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. Well, fix it with whatchamacallit, dear. Why did you go and buy a new bloody bucket? It'd have been easier. There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. Got to be in queue, buy a new one then. Okay, thanks. That was more Fred from Coronation Street, who I don't watch Coronation Street because, although I am sad, I'm not, that level of sad. Where's our stream info? That was a sentence that you are definitely turning into Trent. That was not a sentence. Not now. Haha, I clicked it. When is the ball game being played again? Well, now. I've got to something with the other hand. Definitely still lacking the information. I was going to do it yesterday, but then I didn't. It's pointless now, isn't it? Because we're nearly at the end of the week. Tomorrow, maybe the flying thing. Thursday is the farming thing. Friday, the Forza thing. Sunday, the farming thing. There you go. Done. Someone write that down. Because I don't remember. Tuesday. Yes, it's Tuesday today. Right, 8 miles. Are there any more stations between us and the place where we're going? Not now. Oh, bloody hell. So how long is that going to be bloody going? I'm going to have to uninstall EA. What have I got that's EA? The bloody Sims, isn't it? Yeah, I have to uninstall that then. Oh, we got a station. There's a station. No, Forza isn't EA. That's Microshaft. Right, slowly-ing. Gairlochhead or Gairlochhead, South Platform. Uh-huh. So what's yours then, Crispy? Microscopic shaft. He's got a micro shaft. There's one here. There you go. Mini shaft. Yeah. Compared to you, it probably is. Right. Gairlochhead is... no, it's not approaching. We're approaching it. Braking. See, why do they put things around right-hand corners? I can't see around there. That's the wrong end of the train. That end. Right, into Gairlochhead. This place here.
Hello there. I see you doing that flying thing.
Nope.
You want to be careful about going up high, because my mate went up high and he never came down again. We never find him.
He's still up there. Like that. What's his face? It was that the Austrian guy that jumped out of the balloon thing. Could be like him. I don't need to stop here. Of course, you normally ignore train things, don't you, Crispy? I'm stopping here anyway. Felix Bumgardner. Is that... no. Is that what you have to do when you need to get the scissors in there? Can you have his number? Right, is that it? Is any more doors going to open, or is... Oh no, that one's opening now. So the doors closed and we thought that was it. Now they're still continuing to get on. Right. Okay, so if there's... why was that so far away from the microphone? If there's another station between us and the Helensburgh Upper, then we'll stop there. If not, it'll be all the way to Helensburgh Upper, and then we've got to change to another scenario, which will do the quick drive thing on that, because there'll be no other traffic. Oh, now we do the speeding up. 40? Okay. I think this is going to be hilarious going from Paddington to Penzance. Because literally, if you've got like 10 or 15 miles between stations, it will be just, yank your thing all the way back. You know, just give it a good yank all the way back, and then just sit there and wait. Actually doesn't do too bad. I think it's just the higher speed it will struggle with. But yeah, but one of these all the way from Paddington to Penzance, that's going to be an interesting experience for sure. Oh, so there's no more stops between us and Helensburgh. So 6 miles to go. Have we left Bergen yet? No, we're just on the outskirts of Didcot. Yeah, it's going to be slow, but God, is it going to sound good. In which country? What, Didcot? There's a Didcot just outside Botswana. That's where we're heading for. Didcot, Japan. Hi Gary. Yeah, doing good, thank you. Okay, so 5 miles from the Helensburgh place. And then we shall make our way to Glasgow. And then see, because it's about 55 minutes from Glasgow to Edinburgh. That-oh. Okay. Well, it's not that then, is it? Okay. It's Miles, Helen's mate. Could be. It's not the PC. But my next option now is to bring up the PC from downstairs. Just to eliminate hardware. Okay, that's one for next week. Yeah, so I don't know what the distance is between Helensburgh to Glasgow. Can't be that far, surely. So 4 miles from Helensburgh, where this routes the West Highland Line south ends, technically. The route we did on the way up was all 3 bits stitched together. Well, if Helen doesn't want to go to Glasgow, then she hasn't got to get on the train, has she? Can't make her get on the train. If it's Helensburgh upper, does that mean at Helen's Helen's on uppers. So is there a Helensburgh lower? It might be. Look down when I get there. Well, how's that going to help? Oh, the stations. Oh, okay. I was, wondering then. I thought I can, but... Uh-huh. Well, you're not here, Crispy. So a 40, then a 35. Oh, that's speeding. And then back to a 45. Slowlying. There's definitely a word, slowlying. No, slowlying. Slowlying is definitely a word. 100%. Slowlying. If it's not a word, then I've just invented a word. Right, just under 2 miles to go. Old station there. Nope, not a word. Well, there you go. I've just invented a word then. I should write to the Oxford English Dictionary. If I can spell that. And say, excuse me, can you put a word in your book of words, please? I've just invented one. Slowlying. When you're reducing speed, but not quickly enough. Braking. So how far out is Helensburgh Upper from the Glasgow? Well, I've been asking that. It still seems quite rural, doesn't it? It's not exactly just on the outskirts of Glasgow. So I wonder if it's obviously a bit of a commuter belt, and not a belt that a commuter wears. That'd be a commuter's belt. Don't take it off him because his trousers will fall down. Oh God, Ethan, 18 months. Is that how long we've put up with you? Is 18 months, and you do need a lot of help. You seriously need a lot of help, and trousers falling down is a bad thing. Well, yeah, if it's cold out there, it's going to be minus something tomorrow morning. You don't want that happening, do you? Right, braking into Helensburgh Upper. And the line ends down there, so that's interesting. Right. Brakey, brakey. More of the brakey, brakey. Yeah, there's a door, but the door handle's up quite high, so you can't reach it. Right. So we have arrived at Helensburgh Upper, where this scenario ends, and we should then move to the other scenario type thing and carry on from Helensburgh Upper towards you're not that fucking short. Oh, you are, compared to, you know, people that are normally heighted. There's another word. You are, you know, you're short, basically. Right, I've got to try and remember now which one was the one with the other one on. Wasn't that one? Wasn't any of those. It was the one. Confused. Welcome to my world. 14 months confused. That's a long time. There it is, that one. Thank you very, very much for your continued support. Thank you indeed. Right, so we're going from Helensburgh Upper now to Glasgow with the Queen Streets. Of course, beginning of the month, isn't it? People, you know, getting the money thing in. It's like, yes, I've been paid now. I can give that fool some of my money. It's a shame that Twitch takes half of it. Okay. But thank you anyway. Okay. We'll open that. You get paid weekly. Oh god, yeah, I couldn't cope with that. Come on. There we go. Yeah, but don't forget, somebody has to pay for the... Why does this platform look different? Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. How long were we gone? They completely resurfaced the platform. That just... Wow. I'm going to, for the sake of continuity... There's a word. We were, what, 44, weren't we? So we'll go... there we go, 55 this time. You're a lot more updated route. Oh, I've been updated. Oh, yeah, I can't drive it from here, can I? I won't be able to see. Right. The Glasgow, the Queen's Streeties thing. Right, onwards then, towards Glasgow. We might actually do it, you know. Do you reckon we may do, it might be a thing that happens. We may make it to the Edinburghs. If not, then, well, we won't. It's quite simple. Okay, so we got a 40 now. Braking. Just don't fall off. It's not my fault. The points were 40. The points were, you know, broken. They need investigating. Oh, that was a noise. Someone's at the door. Can someone get the door? Art, you tried today. Tried what? Right, Craig and Doran Junction. Well. I've already got a door twice today. I'm not getting up anymore. That's it. Your work is done. Tide. I'm not. Well, no. That's Easter. But we can't talk about that. There should be some stations, shouldn't there? Some, some of the stoppy places between us and the Glasgows.
Hello there, Derek here. I sees you playing with the balls today.
Well, not now.
I used to play with my balls. Trouble is they got rather sore and I had to go downtown to see the doctor. He gave me some cream, but it didn't taste very nice. So I got old Joe now to do it for me. He's a nice lad, that old Joe.
He is a nice lad, that old Joe. I don't know why it's called Old Joe. It's one of those names that you get when you're young and just sticks with you. Hang on, we got 60 coming up. Is this where we're going to give this thing some of the beans? Who's the weirdo in the community who doesn't like beans? I think that is that enough reason to ban someone. How can you not like beans? The Greg's one. Oh, well, that's definitely enough reason. Right, all of the beans. Hang on, I bet I know why. I bet it's because they can't afford Heinz beans up north, and they end up with bloody Happy Shopper beans, which are flipping horrible. So, that puts you off beans. Because the only beans that there should ever be in the world are Heinz. Backed, not backed beans. I'd have gravy than beans. It's not really a comparison. You can swap beans with spaghetti. The Branston ones are okay. There's a lot of things going on down here with the whole line thing. Oh yeah, spaghetti hoops. I got some of those. Oh yeah, ravioli. I got 2 tins of ravioli. All right, we're going for it now. 21 miles from Glasgow. Well, in that case, I reckon we could give the getting to Edinburgh a go. Can you have 1 tin? Oh, you have to come here and get them. Oh, a bit of alphabetic spaghetti. I got a tin of beans and sausages as well. Cheese. Wait, whoa, hang on a minute. Hang on. Cheese and tomato ravioli. I need this in my life. I need to try that. Oh, we got station stoppy place coming up. Heinz used to do it. Well, don't go telling me about things if they don't exist anymore. I had pizza today. Cheese and tomato pizza with a hot dog filled crust. It was rather pleasant. Okay, so stoppy place ahead. Where I know we're not supposed to stop, but we are. Well, maybe. If I could actually get the brakes to apply. I've never had ribs. Apart from those rustlers rib things. I don't do the whole eating things. I can't eat everything. Right, braking. More braking. Can we do some braking? Is this thing ever going to stop? I know we're not supposed to stop here, but stopping at some point on the platform would be quite nice. There we go. Doors are opening the doors. Don't do chops. Or chicken legs or that sort, anything that I can't eat everything. Give me food. Don't expect me to pick around it. You're going to serve me food that I can eat everything and leave a clean plate. Don't serve me things where I've got to spend my time picking around stuff and then leave stuff on the plate. No. So you had a meaty bone then, Crispy. Wow. Okay, on to the next one. Alright, so it's 55 minutes to get from Glasgow to Edinburgh to Glasgow. Yeah, I reckon we could do that. I reckon we could get to the place, the Edinburghs. God, imagine. This is going to take an absolute age at Easter, isn't it? Because look how slow it's accelerating. You reckon we could do a sticky boner? At Easter? I'll leave you and Ethan in a room together. I'm sure it could happen. So yeah, tomorrow night, maybe the flying thing to be confirmed. Thursday night. That's tomorrow's Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah, Thursday night is the farming. You and Crispy will not be alone together. Oh, you will. Thursday is the farming. Friday, what? Because you can't trust yourself, Ethan. Friday is the Forza Horizon 5s. Nothing on Saturday. Well, unless I get to London and Greg's wearing those trousers, then there'll be a mid-afternoon stream on Saturday. And then Sunday, more farming. Or unless it's absolutely snowing in London on Saturday, then I'm staying here in the warm. Oh, hang on, we've got 2 stations coming up down here, the stoppy places. You should be so lucky, Crispy. Well, no, you just come here, Russell. We'll go and find a greasy calf somewhere and have a full English breakfast and get you introduced to farming. Right, into the tunnelage. That's definitely quite tunnely. You're talking about a full English. Well, I would do that at Easter, but, you know, I won't. Right, so platform here somewhere, station, the stoppy place. No, I'm really looking forward to Saturday. The downside to it, seeing Crispy, Ethan and Greg, but I'm really looking forward to Saturday. Rather sadly, looking forward to going on a DLR for the first time. Right, braking. No, you wasn't mentioned there. I can tolerate you, Russell. You're a nice guy and you're quite knowledgeable. Hang on, a little bit sick came up in the back of my throat then. Did they open again, or is that it? Nope. Right, we're still 16 Oh, now you ring your bloody bell. Bit late now, we've bloody pulled off. Oh, there's a train. Hang on a minute. We're in a... What? Hang on. I'm sorry, what? I'm confused. Aren't we in a quick drive? I thought you didn't see other trains in a quick drive. There is AI in quick drive. Well, I'll go to the foot of my stairs after the stream when I go downstairs. I never use quick drive. See, it's only been recently that I've been playing with it. No, that's the wrong button. That one. Well, it's definitely a thing. I've never, literally, seriously, up until this last couple of weeks, I've never used quick drive. I've always used a scenario thing. You know, predetermined, you know, already set out, you know, thing. Also realised I'm rationing. Oh, God, I've knocked me. Hang on. I've knocked my Lucozade over. I'm rationing my jelly babies, so I forgot to buy any. I've got to try and make these last till Saturday. Sunday. There isn't many left. Right. Oh, I've got plenty of orange juice. I had another 4 bottles of that turn up. I got like 6 2-litre concentrates of orange juice in the house. Oh no, your jelly babies are the one that are in the thing now. Now that means going to a shop. What time do I get to go to a shop? But I did that last time. They're bloody expensive. I stop on the way home. And that means taking my wallet with me. Before work? Oh, God, no. Yeah, I don't get a lunch break. I sit for 20 minutes on Twitter. That's it. Right, another stoppy place. Dumbarton East. So we're not supposed to stop at these stops, but I am. And occasionally get messaged a lot. Occasionally. When someone's in a slightly better frame of mind. Breaking! Doors are opening. The doors are now open. There was lots of slamming. Are they opening it again now? Oh, yeah, we're opening it again. I'll wait for me ding-a-ling now. I didn't get out of bed till 7 a.m. At 7 a.m. I'm sat downstairs waiting to leave the house. I'm out of the shower at 10 to 7. I reckon, and hear me out on this, I reckon, and I'm going to say it again just because for effect. Ready? I reckon we could just do a non-stop between Glasgow and Edinburgh. You're up at 6. Okay, but what time do you get up? I'm generally up at 6. I have to wait 10 minutes for that to go down before I can go and have a pee. Yeah, I reckon do a non-stop to Edinburgh. Because we've done a stopping service all the way to the Glasgows. You wait till you go back to work, Greg. That'll be a shock to the system. People at work talking about Easter, and a few of them have got like time off before and after Easter. Someone's taken like fortnight off over Easter. Realised that my next holiday isn't until May. That just seems far too long away. A bowling platform. Bowling? Surely there isn't a place called bowling. Do you realise when this thing goes on the Great Western Main Line and we get a speed limit of 125 miles an hour, which is going to be like, I think I got the pacer up to about 86 at one point. This is going to have no chance, is it? We haven't even got a speed limit posted. No, I cancelled them. The dial goes to 70. Oh yeah, we've got to get it off the limiter, haven't we? You've got to bing. Yeah, so I got 4 days off in May, a week off in September, and I'll probably end up just extending Christmas again. which I have some ideas for, depending on how well or badly Easter goes. Right, another stopping place coming up. So yeah, I think we're doing a stopping service here all the way to Glasgow, and then we do non-stop to the Edinburghs. Or maybe do a stopping service. Maybe okay, we're not going to stop at that one. We're just going to keep going. Balls, hang on. Oh, don't go in reverse, you stupid bloody thing. There we go. Yeah, that was fine. I got a bit confused. It's difficult with all these bloody controls. Well, you didn't expect us to stop anyway. We're not supposed to stop till Glasgow. No one was, you know, anticipating this train. I did set my dodgy controls, so you got no choice. I can't wait for Crispy to try out these controls. You're going to get really confused. I don't use the side panel for the views. There'll be no track IR, so you haven't got this to worry about. He won't see them. Oh, that's true. Yeah, let's go to a little booster seat for him to sit on. You can talk. You're bloody shorter. Right, I reckon we just go non-stop now. You're just bringing your controller. I have got in the house quite a few Xbox controllers. One is connected to the PC, so you don't need to bring a controller. I've got like 8 Xbox controllers in the house. Probably more than that. Yeah, we're going to go non-stop now to Queen Street to see it, just because I want to see if we can get to Edinburgh. Well, I've got a PlayStation 1. I got my PS5 one. Yeah, you want the G29, G920, G27 or the G923. You can still, I got 2 PS5 controllers, one I've never used. Right, we're going to run non-stop then, all the way to Glasgow. Well, it came free as part of the console deal I got, because they obviously thought I had friends. Right, 10 miles to go. Looking for a decent PS4. Why do you want a PS4? Just get a PS5. Or just get the better console, you know, the Xbox. Just get the normal Xbox One then. Far better than a PlayStation for the amount of games. You've got an Xbox One. Spend the money on a bloody PC. Upgrade your PC. You never use a console. I only use mine to stream stuff on. Exactly. PCs for the win. You know, take the money to a clothes shop and buy some proper clothes. No, you can't upgrade yours. Yours ain't that bad a spec, actually, in all fairness. Yeah, I bought my PS4, never used it. Bought the PS5, never used it. PS3, never used it. There's just so many better games for the Xbox. Well, if you don't like it, Stokey, there's the door. I did buy a Wii U. Quite like that as a console. Bought that just to play Lego City Undercovered. Got stuck on Lego City Undercovered. Couldn't get past a certain point and gave up. I don't think I've ever turned the console on since. It's still sat there. Oh, we've got the speed limity thing going on. I'm doing good, Terry. Thank you very much. Confused as to what day it is. Still quite used to the fact that I do trains on a Tuesday now. Used to be a Wednesday. Yeah, there's one. It was in. I can't remember what it was years ago. There was some point in like the square. You had to get certain things, and I just couldn't get past it. Yeah, and I love the idea of the controller with the screen on it. It was brilliant. Perhaps I should just fire that up one day. Got to imagine the updates. Right, that's a light that's yellow, which means there's going to be a red, isn't there? Uh-oh. We're in trouble. Are you red? Or was it just... it might have been red on... Oh, no, we are. But it's a red one. The light in front is red. Yeah, we shall do the creeping towards it slowly. Wait, look, it put me here. I didn't ask to come over here. I know nobody watched it, or apart from one person. Posted a really interesting video in the Discord yesterday about the Bakerloo line. It's basically a full-line run, I think it's full-line run, along the Bakerloo line with the camera shoved in the cab. It was really cool. I don't really like that sort of thing, but there was lots of things pointing out bits and pieces along the way, and I actually finally found out what a tripcock did, which was quite interesting. So yeah, if you're into trains and you're in a Discord, go check it out in the train section of the Discord. Not a 4-line run. Well, it's part 1 of 2, so there might be another one. A tripcock stops the train. I worked out my cock. I did. It's taken 24 years. I finally worked it out. We appear to be waiting. Tab. Request to pass signal at danger approved. Oh, this is going to go well, isn't it? The cake is a lie. It does feel weird being over here, though. End of scenario. Game over. Yeah, so Easter, for any of you watching that are into the train things, we're doing a long journey at Easter in this train, going from Paddington to Penzance, stopping at every single stop along the way, all 57 of them. And because there's going to be a few people physically here on the day, what we're going to do is at every single stop, we're going to swap drivers. So if I do the first station out of Paddington, when we get to the next stop, someone else will sit here, take the controls till the next stop, and then we'll swap again. So that's the plan for Easter Saturday. Going to be starting about midday, and I reckon in this thing it's going to take about 8 hours or so. That's going to be a long one. And we may do a warm-up on Friday. May do a bit of a trial run in Train Sim World on the Friday evening. Can we cope sharing our own germs for 8 hours? I'm taking you all outside and hosing you all down before you're allowed in the house. Right, 5 miles to go. I hope this next signal isn't a bloody red. If it is, I'm screwed. No, it's a green. Hang on, when did we switch back over here? Did I miss that? Oh, I can get some of those. White paper suits, yeah. Right, 4 and a bit miles till we arrive at Glasgow. And then, yeah, I'll stay with Quick Drive, because I'm going to stay with this train all the way to Edinburgh. And we just go flat out from Edinburgh to Glasgow. Glasgow to Edinburgh, because going the other way around would be stupid. Just hope the lights are in my favour. Oh, this thing does sound really good. I forgot how awesome this thing was. I used to love the Pacer, but I actually think this is better. Is Purple Board trying to confuse me more for Saturday? I don't know what you're talking about. Right, speed limit change down to 15. Oh, I'll look after the stream. Yeah, we got well, sort of a mini meetup on Saturday in London with a few of us. Going to do a bit of plane spotting at London City Airport. Then going to Greenwich, check out the Meridian line. And then going to the Natural History Museum. See if we can find Ed's ancestors. Yeah, that's the problem. I'm going to get told off by Larwood because I should be coming out of Glasgow, well, coming into Glasgow at the other station, but I can't. So what it might be is that I might end up going to Edinburgh now, and then I might have to come back to Glasgow again and find a way of coming into Glasgow at the other station so that I can then go down the West Coast main line. That's the problem. That's what I said earlier. I'm coming into Glasgow at the wrong point. Oh God, it's a Didcot scenario all over again. Yeah, it is, probably. Hang on. Read back that sentence, Crispy, and then think in your did I or would I? You could go Edinburgh to Newcastle to Carlisle. Oh. Now there's a thing. Well, yeah, because when we did this the first time a few years ago, we did Dundee to Edinburgh, and I think we went down to York, and then crossed from York across to, and then ended up in Derby, then did Birmingham, and then did south from Birmingham. That's the point, yeah, is it in Train Sim? We know we can get to Newcastle. Can you get from Newcastle to... I don't think you can. You went to Leeds and missed out Wakefield and started in Sheffield. Yeah, we had to get a bus because the line wasn't there. We've got that Derby thing now, haven't we? Settled to Carlisle is in Train, so I don't think to Newcastle. But there's no... See, we've got to know. I'm doing it without cheating. We want to get all the way back down to Penzance, but a different way that we came up, ideally. I know we can't the last bit. Six what? Have you counted your toes again, Russell? Symbiotic, good evening. There's a West Cumbrian coast route. Okay. Take a coach to Penzance. Megabus. Imagine a megabus simulator. It'd all be students, wouldn't it? That would be a hilarious thing to do as a really random day out thing. Just go on a random long megabus journey to see how painful it is. We've only been to one. Right, into Glasgow, Queen Street, platform 6. I bet we can't, well, we won't be able to depart from platform 6. So we are going to then go from Queen Street to Edinburgh after this. Was York really random? York wasn't too bad, actually. London was quite random. I think Easter's going to be up there. Right, into Glasgow we come. We are going to stick with a quick drive out of Glasgow, as I said. Coetic. There's a word that isn't a word. Or chaotic. That's a proper spelling of a word. Chaotic. Well, there's a way of spelling it how it sounds, Trent, and if that was a thing, that's actually how it goes, but yeah. It's not actually spelt like that. But it was close. Dangerous. Oh, dangerous. And we're into aviation. We'll be doing some MSFS tomorrow night, where we're starting an adventure, well, carrying on with an adventure, going from Perth in Scotland to Perth in Australia, where we're going from Zagreb to Sofia tomorrow night in a Cessna 208. Oh God, no. And then next week it's going to be PMDG 737 for me. Right, we've reached the end of this quick drive scenario. Okay, so a needle pulling thread. We're going to stick with the same train because laziness, but we're going to do the Edinburghs to Glasgow. Edinburgh to Glasgow, bing, and we're going to go from Glasgow to Edinburgh Waverley. That's it. One thing all the way. The P28. I had the P28 in X-Plane. And Crispy got a Piper. He's got one of the Piper thingies, I think. Okay, we'll open the doors just because. Right, it's 47 miles to Edinburgh, and for consistency, we'll go 36 this time. Okay, we got the ding-a-ling. My ding-a-ling. Right, off we go. Next stop, Edinburgh. And the next time we will depart Edinburgh Waverley on our quest to get down to Penzance. So whatever station we get to, we carry on from the next time. Yeah, tomorrow night we got flight. Say going from Zagreb to Sofia in the 208. Thursday night we're back with some farming. Carrying on our multiplayer farm. Friday night we got some Forza Horizon 5. So nothing this Saturday because we got our meetup. But then back on Sunday with more farming. And then back next Tuesday. Maybe Monday actually next week. With some more of this. Right, 46 miles. Oh God, no. Well, let me give you an example, and I'll explain here why I don't do VATSIM.
Oh, yeah.
After that interruption. Thank you for the follow, Kenzie and Delilah. Okay. Last week's flight, we had people departing at different ends of the same runway at the same time. And when we got to the other end, we had people landing at different ends of the same runway at the same time. Generally frowned upon by VATSIM. Just, occasionally you might get moaned at. And sometimes one of us will end up, upside down on the runway. Apart from that, it's great. Or don't land at all and get lost. Yeah. Occasionally equals all the time. Yeah, pretty much. It depends on what you get at. Some people will do sims to have the full realism, and I totally get that. I totally appreciate that. I do it, and we do it for the fun. More so for the multiplayer aspect. And we don't take anything seriously. I only generally do 2 streams a week in single player, and that's Train Sim on a Tuesday and Train Sim World 3 on a Saturday. Right, we've got a 50 coming up. It's a strange train. No, it's awesome. Very old school diesel. God, we've got an 85 coming up now. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen somehow. My era of train. God knows. These are, I don't know when these are in service. 60s? It's well before my bloody time. Hope you enjoy watching us at Easter, Crispy. (9:57 to 2004). I was just around in 2004. I was 5. It sounds really good. Oops, hang on. Yeah, I might not put the... Oh, hang on, that's not the right view. Yeah, I might not put the lights on inside. 390. Yeah, pretty much most diesels I like. Some electrics in Train Sim World 3 are really nice. Right, so making the dash to Edinburgh in the 208. Slowly approaching what this will do. Oh, we got bloody 40 coming up now. That's no flipping fun, is it? I might actually use my Kodiak tomorrow night. I ain't already flown that like once. So yeah, taking this train all the way from Paddington to Penzance on Easter Saturday. So it's just going to be like this. It's just going to be flat out for all of the time, just slowly building speed. Yeah, someone said, I think Russell said last week, they're not very powerful. They don't have much horsepower. But it does sound really good. Alright, slow it down to the 40. Yeah, that's not much horsepower for a train, is it? Oh, look at me. Yeah, you don't need that much horsepower in a truck either. It's just redonkulous. Any pacer travels over the Easter break to be aware of. No, you will realise, Crispy, bigger isn't better. You can have more fun with something smaller. Engines I'm talking about, obviously.
Hello there, Derek here. I sees you playing with the balls today.
No.
I used to play with my balls. Trouble is they got rather sore and I had to go downtown to see the doctor. He gave me some cream, but it didn't taste very nice. So I got old Joe now to do it for me. He's a nice lad, that old Joe.
He is a nice lad. Right, 100 limit. Who's that?
Hello there, Derek here again. I understand you know my old mate old Joe. Apparently he does like a bit of...
Apparently he does like a bit, yeah. Definitely. Shall we play the whole thing? Let's play the whole thing.
Hello there, Derek here again. I understand you know my old mate old Joe. Apparently he does like a bit of whipping cream on his balls. But he's been told not to do it because apparently he gets some cheese behind there.
He does. It does happen. $40 miles to go at 58 miles an hour. Bit of Wensleydale. Yeah, this is going to take an absolute age going from Paddington to Penzance. I think when I did the stream in the Pacer, it was about 7.5 hours from memory. I don't know, I think this might actually be slower than the Pacer. I haven't... Have I flown the DC-3 yet? I think anything with a radial is going to sound good. Yeah, I think this might actually be slower than the Pacer. There we are. We're covering the miles. The pace is only 200 horsepower. If it's gearing though, isn't it? I'm sure this feels slower. Certainly this mid-range, I think this might be quicker off the line, but it's slower, like from like 40 to 70. Yeah, it is 2 gears on the Pacer. This isn't. So this hasn't got that extra turn of speed. Because it's not designed to do these sorts of speeds. I haven't seen any other AI on this one. Not yet, anyway. We've still got 36 miles to go. .69 miles an hour. The best speed. It can give you jaw ache though. Yeah, I think this is all she's got. Can it go any faster?
Hello there. I see you was doing that flying thing.
That's tomorrow.
You want to be careful about going up high, because my mate went up high and he never came down again. We never find him.
Still up there. We'll look for him tomorrow. Oh, that's 70. We're officially on the limit of the speedo, although it does carry on for a couple of more miles an hour. We're going slightly downhill now as well. So yeah, so next week we'll carry on from Edinburgh Waverley. Well, I'm guessing head south back towards that there London, and we'll try and get out of London. Well, I'll see if we can avoid London, see if we can get across to somewhere Midlandsy, there's a word. Wow, yeah, this is going to take longer going to Penzance because, say, the pacer was quicker. Pacer was getting up into the 80s for its top speed. If this thing's only going to do 70, holy crap. Yeah, maybe that stream might be more than 8 hours. So if we're doing 15 mile an hour less, I don't know what the distance is from Paddington to Penzance. But for 8 hours at 15 miles an hour less, that's going to be what? 120 miles. So that's going to be another... So doing 70 miles an hour, so that's going to be another hour and 40 minutes. So I reckon that's going to be closer to 10 hours. So I reckon a midday start, that's going to be a 10 PM finish. Done the maths right, ain't I? 15 mile an hour faster, 8 hour stream, slower, 8 hour stream, which means there's an extra 120, there's 120 miles less we'll cover. And to do those 120 miles at 70 miles an hour is going to take about an hour and 40 minutes. So instead of being an 8 hour stream, it's going to be a 9 hour 40 minute stream without the time it's going to take us to do the swap overs. So yeah, that's going to be 10 hours. Did the maths part of your brain actually turn on today though? Which means potentially I'm going to have to put up with people here for like 12 hours in a row at least. I don't know if I can cope with that. As well as doing something on the Thursday night with Ed here. I've told you, Crispy, it's an open invite. Something on the Friday with Derek and Greg and Ed, and then the Saturday potentially Derek, Greg, Crispy and Ethan. All still to be confirmed. And then maybe even the Sunday. And then the Monday I'll just be rocking gently backwards and forwards and crying to myself. Right, 28 miles to go to the Edinburghs. Can we ban Greg, by the way? I've just seen in Discord what game he's playing. You're definitely not one of us, are you? We can't take the mickey out of people playing Roblox anymore. Because it's actually not that bad. But Football Manager? Really? He wears football shirts as well. I know. Yep. I don't mind Minecraft. I used to play Minecraft. See, I'm a proper geek. Geeks don't do football. Right, we're approaching Falkirk High. Can I remind you again, Crispy, I was nice to you today. Fortnite has... Sorry, what now? Fortnite has trains. Isn't Fortnite the shooty one? Where the world gets smaller. Is that the one? Or am I getting that confused with something else? Okay. It just seems really weird to me. Yeah, I thought Roblox was weird until I actually played it and found out it was actually quite good. We will be doing that again in a few weeks' time as well. Don't you mean PUBG? It was close. We knew where you were going. We seem to be in a tunnel. What did I offer today? I'm sure I got offered something today. Gamey wise. Miniland Adventure. Definitely not my sort of game, but you now want a chicken royale. In that, it's McDonald's, isn't it? Oh, I fancy a Burger King. I've had one of those since you went to York. Derek's buying me breakfast on Saturday, which is really nice of him, I thought. I do need to stream the hotel renovator. I could show that today. If flight wasn't going to happen tomorrow, and there's reasons, that's what I would have done. Maybe next week. It actually doesn't look too bad. Yeah, ours burnt down here. We did have 2 Burger Kings. One lost the franchise and one burnt down. Right, 22 miles to go. So speed limit drops to a 90. Does that matter? No. Oh, I prefer... Burger King's burgers are so much better than McDonald's. They are so much nicer. Yeah, on Saturday when we go to London, I'm sure we end up in Greg's. That's a point. In one of the services got... I'll have to have a look. Oh, what if there's one in Rickmansworth? Someone Google for me. See if there's a Burger King in Rickmansworth. And I can go there on the way home. Right, making our way to Edinburgh Waverley, 20 miles to go. Flat out in the 208, 208, 205. Tomorrow's the 208. Yeah, this is definitely going to take a long time. Nearest is Watford. I'm not going to bloody Watford. I'll just wait then. Because I'm going to eat lunchtime. I won't eat again then until Sunday. And that's no good. Maybe I need to grab something before I get on the tube. Yeah, but I won't want to eat when I get home because it'll be like 8:30 at night. Should have a think. Midnight snack. No. After spending a day with you lot, I should come home and crack open a beer, probably. So yeah, we'll carry on from Waverley next Tuesday and try and work out how we can get south without going back to London from Waverley. I'm sure I should have gone into the other station at Glasgow. So don't be surprised if next week we come back to Glasgow again. It'll be fine. Hopefully we keep up this speed limit all the way through. So this is pretty much what it's going to be like on the way down to Penzance. It's a shame that Ed won't be here on the Saturday, because we could have had drunk Ed in charge of the train. Yeah, that's probably wise, Crispy. Yeah, I think down to York might be better, or back to Glasgow. Yeah, but it's still a case of how to get out of Glasgow. You need a cup of almond milk and a corn bacon butty. No, don't even get me started on you lot wanting vegetable stuff to look like something that isn't a vegetable. You don't stream drunk. What about the other like 30 times that you have? Maltesers. No, I'm not. This isn't some bloody request. You can't get drunk on tea. Yeah, you don't drink tea, Ed. Anyway, Ed, we're going to get you in charge of a train on the Friday night. We're going to get you in Train Sim World 3. And Thursday I'll get you on a stream in something. Oh, Ed being timed out. So yeah, Ed's going to be here on the Thursday night before Easter and the Friday. The Edinburgh Glasgow extension is either on Workshop or DP Simulations. Takes you to Carstairs. Okay, thanks for that. I'll have a look. No, Nico. Nico will be here on the Friday, not the Thursday. And then we still got to work out how we can get you to meet Crispy. That has got to happen. I'll have to convince Crispy's mum that she doesn't want to see him for a couple of days and get him down here on the Friday. She doesn't see him anyway. It's just this smell lingering from that room at the top of the stairs. Crispy's going in the canal. I've got a lake. There's a lake full of Canadian geese on the way to your hotel, Ed. Not to Greg's hotel because he's too tight to pay like £6 more. £26 more. What, for both nights? Tight ass. But it cost you a tenner in fuel to get there and back. The thing that produces vibrations through the house from the wheel. Okay. Well, surround sound produces vibrations through the house. I'm only charging Ed a tenner to stay here. Quite reasonable, I thought. Oh, I get what you mean now. So they won't have 2 days of the vibrations coming through the ceiling if you're not there. Ah, I get it now. And in light of our conversation today, Crispy, it'll probably do you some good as well. Useless, indeed. £20 for your company. Hang on, you expect me to pay you to come here? How does that work? Right. 10 miles away. from Edinburgh, the Waverley, about... Is that compensation? What's that, an hour? I get £20 an hour compensation for spending time with Ed. Pays for the JD. Oh no, Ed drinks more than £20 an hour in JD. Alright, 9 miles to go. He wouldn't last an hour, your funds. Like premium rates per minute. I never spent more than a minute. Is that much per minute? Can you give me 24 seconds, please? So yeah, really looking forward to Easter. I think streams wise, we're going to try and get as many in as we can. There'll be something on the Thursday night. Depending on how we can get set up, because I've got to try and set up a few microphones in the room on the Friday. There'll certainly be something Friday evening with a few of us in, and then Saturday, say, will be the long train sim stream. If it doesn't take as long as we thought, and we've all got any semblance of energy left, we may do a late night stream, and then depending on where people are, who's staying here, there may be a Sunday lunchtime stream as well with a few people in. So we shall see. We'll know more hopefully in the next couple of weeks as to what's going on over Easter. We'll start making some definite plans, but yeah, that's going to be great. And then I think I've got Ed back here again in May, on the 8th of May, or 9th of May. So we'll get Ed in a stream then. We haven't even made definite plans for Saturday yet. Yes, we have. It won't be... no, I'll do something on the Thursday. You can just sit and chat, Ed. I need to move my Discord monitor between now and then, because it kind of blocks the view of the room from one side. So that needs to happen. Ed can go on the farm. Yeah, I'll get Ed doing some farming. I'll just sit and chat. Chat and drink and heckle. It's fine by me. He'll take the monitor off my hands. Well, that one's actually... I'll say it's not a lot of use to me. If I remember to bring home the 49-inch monitor I've got at work, I'll be able to get rid of one or some. What if I could put a 49-inch monitor on its side? How cool would that be? Bloody hell. It would be tall. But I got a 40-inch above me. My main monitor is a 27-inch. Above that, on the wall behind it, is a 40-inch TV. So that is actually quite tall off the ground. Right, 5 miles to go. And we arrive at the Waverleys. But I can't do anything too definitive for Easter until I know who's definitely coming. So I'm reluctant to set up microphones. I'm reluctant to purchase furniture and stuff. So hopefully we'll get that sorted in the next week or so. I've got in the house there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 27-inch monitors, 4 of which are being used. Right, 3.7 miles. So speed limit's dropping to a 90. Doesn't really affect us. So yeah, we'll be in a different train next week. Maybe do something electrical. The one thing I noticed when we had the purple idiot here before, he can't leave the view alone for more than about 3 seconds. So that's going to be a challenge. So it's going to be quite interesting seeing how people cope with the streams. Yeah, he was outside, then he was zooming up and down or around the thing, and then going inside and sodding. It's like, what the hell are you doing? Can't you just keep it in one bloody view? So it's going to be interesting for the stream's point of view, seeing how each of us do things differently. Concentration spam. They some sort of processed meat. You got a spare hard drive for screenshots. I got plenty of hard drive space. I think I got a terabyte and a half free. Right, so a mile and a bit from Waverley. Where this journey will end. And then next week, we'll probably end up going back to Glasgow. See, even this sounds quite good as it's just slowing down. And here we come into Waverley. Still didn't put the lights on in there. Oops. Bit late now. Yeah, I've been to Edinburgh by train. I went by car. But I did enjoy the journey up to York. So we'll have to head to Scotland again. Another one for the list. I've got a feeling that my getting out of the house once a month will pretty much be the opposite. Once people realise that they can come here quite easily at Easter, I don't think I'll get rid of them. And here we are at Edinburgh Waverley. That's a view. There it is. There's a train down there somewhere. You haven't watched one of these all the way again, have you? You have. That's 2 in a row, Crispy. See? And you said you didn't like trains. Oh, that's a view. You might even watch tomorrow's all the way through. And Thursdays and Fridays. That'll be a whole week's worth. And Sundays. A whole week's worth of streams. You'll be there from the start to the finish. Not that I know what they are. Some things on some days. Fly thing tomorrow. Farmy thing on Thursday. Forzery thing on Friday. Farmy thing on Sunday. Unless you end up in the Thames on Saturday, then you probably won't be in there on the Sunday. I'll do it at some point. Sunday I'll do it. There we go then. We arrived at the Edinburgh Waverleys. 2 streams Sunday. Well, it depends on how much you guys just do my head in on Saturday. Come on, Steve. Nope. No. Not doing it. I'm not going there. It's PG stream. I'm not doing it. I'm thinking it. Anyway, yeah. We'll carry on from Edinburgh Waverley next Tuesday. Next stream, though, is back. My mind's elsewhere now. Is back on the. What are we doing tomorrow? Flight going from Zagreb to Sofia in the C208. There's music tomorrow night as well. Don't forget. You pick the tunes. Tomorrow night, songs starting with the letter C. So that's the name of the song starting with the letter C. That's tomorrow night. You pick the music throughout the course of the stream. Thursday night, back with some farming. Friday is, as I said, Forza Horizon 5. And then Sunday, back on the farm. Nothing on Saturday, unless these guys really annoy me in London. And then I'll just leave them and come home. So you never know. And then back next week for more of this. So thanks to you lot in chat for keeping me company for the last 2 and a bit hours. No one in voice to thank because I'm all by myself.
Hello there.
No, we're going now, Derek. There's no need to say hello there. And to these people as well. So thanks to Trent for the bits. To Crispy, Greg, Trent, hello Larwood, and Nightbot for doing nothing. Kenzie and Delilah for following, and Simhub, Stokey, Dean, Ethan, and Confused for resubscribing. A lot of you this evening. Thank you very, very much indeed. There we go. Oh, that one. I will be back. Thanks for the raid with yourself. I will be back tomorrow night with 4 other idiots to do some of the flying thing. Until then, if you have been, thanks very much for watching.